Hello, my dear ones, and welcome to another episode of the Inner Magic podcast. The secret isn't in the steps, it's in the energy you create from. This is a topic we rarely talk about, yet it completely changes the way we work and the way we live. So, today I want to talk about how deeply the energy we bring into what we do affects everything we create. You've probably felt it, that sense when you say, nothing's working for me today. Or the opposite, everything feels so easy. We've all been there. And if you now try to recall one of those situations, notice how you actually feel, how you felt inside when it was happening. For example, nothing seems to go right, and on top of everything, you still need to cook the lunch. And suddenly, even this simplest meal you've probably made hundreds of times just doesn't turn out. You forgot an important spice to add, or something burns, or it just doesn't come together. And that happens when we are not present, when our mind is somewhere else, somewhere caught in worries about the imaginative future, which most of the times actually never even happens. And so again, we came back to this presence, which I've talked about in many previous episodes. So if you haven't listened to them yet, and this is something that you'd like to experience more, explore more deeply, then I truly recommend you go back and listen. But today, I'd like to look at how our energy actually shapes the outcome of whatever we are doing. For instance, I used to create workshops, and sometimes no one would sign up. And I kept asking myself why. And only later I realized that I just wanted to sell something. And I didn't even know why I needed this money, what it was really for. And I was tense and I was desperate for it to work, and from that tension I was creating, and my content and my marketing was in a way infused with this kind of energy. And even though I was deeply passionate about the topic itself, there was no response, because the energy don't lie. You can talk about the most inspiring things, but if behind your words there is a doubt, there is a fear, or some kind of tension, people feel it, even if they don't consciously know why. And then there were other times when I needed money for something, really, for something specific, and it came just almost effortlessly. Not because I did something, but because the energy was completely different. It was calm, it was open, grateful, it was trusting. And when that's the energy we are in, we don't have to push. That energy kind of carries us. It makes us being inspired and taking this inspiring action from one to another one. And it feels like if all doors are opening by themselves. And that's why I always tell my client, it's not about which social platform you're on. It's how or how often you are posting. It's how you feel. How you feel when you're doing it. Are you enjoying when you are creating? Are you present? So we need to choose the actions that bring joy to us, that fill you with energy, because that's what actually people respond to. Otherwise, we can do everything right by the book and still not get the results we want. And in truth, we can't force outcomes. All we can really do is actually take care of our energy, how we feel, what we focus on, and listen to our intuition. It always leads us exactly where we need to be. And that also brings me back to something I shared in a previous episode, that when we start creating something new, some vision or a dream or something, we need to begin from the end. We need to ask ourselves, how would I feel if everything had already worked out perfectly? What would I do then? What kind of decision would I make from that place? And feel that emotion. Leave it as much as you can until it becomes a part of you, in every cell of your body. And then, from that energy, start creating your next steps. Or when you find yourself at the crossroads and you don't know which way to go, tune into that energy again. Feel it into your body, in your body. And let your imagination guide you. And then simply ask the question you need to answer and just wait. The answer always comes. You just need to be present and patient. So, next time you notice things aren't really going the way you would like, instead of changing the steps, change the energy you are creating from. Notice how you feel. And then ride that wave. No matter if it feels good or not, nobody's feeling good every day. We often think we need to be in a perfect mood to, let's say, create a video like now. No. People are not feeling good every day, and they will feel your energy and they will respond to it. Every emotion, every frequency can be used in a way that supports you. Because true results never come from action alone. They actually come from alignment. Action gives us movement, but the alignment turns that movement into a momentum, into energy that feeds us and leads us exactly where we are meant to go. So that's all from me for today. Wishing you peaceful and inspired day. Until the next episode, sending you love. Bye for now.